Yeah, Shay. Gay. That nigga gay, nigga. That sitting there with them tight ass pants on, with his balls and all of them cat's face.
Some of y'all know me as D-Print. And y'all see what's going on with Shannon. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. He does like to choke. I know all about it.
As you can see in the background, that is Shannon Sharpe with Hollywood, aka D-Print, on vacation, celebrating together as a couple.
When Unc said he want to date younger men, they killed me.
Here's the final stop in the day. Took the wines, see the line, started over there.
Shannon Sharpe's world is spinning out of control, and it just got messier. Eddie Griffin slid into the chaos, throwing heavy shade, and get this, he's strongly hinting Shannon might be living a double life, allegedly. The fire really started burning when model Gabriela Zuniga stepped forward with a jaw-dropping lawsuit against Shannon. Now folks are whispering that all this noise might be a smokescreen, a big flashy cover-up for something even deeper. But the plot gets way wilder. Shannon dropped some receipts trying to defend himself, unfiltered texts from Gabriela, and one of them had everyone's jaw on the floor. Gabriela claims Shannon once told her to play with her tongue in his, and people lost it. Like, what did we just read? After that, social media exploded. People started side-eyeing the whole thing. Was Gabriela ever even the real deal? Or was she just a cover? Suddenly, everybody's digging into Shannon's personal life, and not just the current tea. They're going back years. Rumors about what Shannon's really into have been floating around the industry for a long minute. But now one name keeps popping up, D-Print. D-Print, his ex-stylist, used to be deep in the Hollywood scene. Word on the street? Shannon and D-Print were seen looking real tight on what looked like a couple's trip. Yeah, people say it gave romantic vacation energy. And right after the whispers started swirling, boom, Shannon let him go. But by then, the internet already had the screenshots, the timelines, the everything. Gossip blogs like Tasha K's didn't miss a beat. They were on it like hawks, keeping the drama alive. And it wasn't just Eddie Griffin stirring things up. Even Shaq and Mike Epps have been tossing shade, sending not-so-subtle signals that maybe the polished TV persona Shannon gives the world doesn't match how he moves in private. So now the streets want to know, what exactly did Eddie Griffin say about Shannon Sharpe being on the down low? And is this whole messy lawsuit just a distraction tactic? If that's the case, what else has Shannon been hiding behind the curtain all this time? And just when it seemed like things couldn't blow up anymore, boom! A brand new scandal dropped like a bomb. Gabriela Zuniga isn't just talking, she's suing, and she's coming for $50 million. That's a massive number. She's saying Shannon forced himself on her, and it's now headed to court. At first, Gabriela stayed anonymous, filing under Jane Doe to keep her identity on the low. But Shannon flipped it. He called her out by name, trying to show receipts that their connection was mutual. But instead of saving himself, it backfired hard. He posted text messages that weren't just casual. They were deep. Those convos opened a whole new flood of questions and drama. And the streets aren't letting it slide. Back in the day, Hollywood was everywhere on Shannon Sharpe's Instagram, flooding his page with pics, backstage moments, shoutouts, hanging like besties, like Shannon was his ride or die. And Shannon, he showed mad love right back, talking about Hollywood on his show like they were tighter than tight. The bromance was so loud people couldn't help but raise eyebrows. But then, the real twist hit like a knockout punch. Media Takeout slid in with a whole expose on Shannon and Hollywood's relationship, and they didn't pull any punches. They reminded everyone real quick, Hollywood is the same dude who once went viral for claiming he was romantically involved with NFL player Kerry Rhodes. That reopened a whole...
Now you got people that cut your hair. Shannon got people that cut his hair. Okay? He got people that work him out in the gym. He got physical therapists because, you know, he got tight hips and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of people that help get him together, producers of his show. Why would he make a video to Hollywood and say that out of 8 billion people in the world, him and Hollywood are gonna take the world by storm.
Can of drama. Shannon might have tried to act unbothered, but the internet doesn't forget, and they definitely got receipts. Kerry Rhodes had already tried to shut down the rumors when folks accused him of being on the down low, but then, boom, pics popped up of him in Hollywood looking way too cozy. We're talking beachside, matching outfits, gave full vacation bay vibes. And guess what? Hollywood confirmed it himself. He told Baller Alert, maybe he loved me like a little brother. Well, if he loved me like a little brother, he effed me like a wife. That quote, it broke the internet. People were reeling. And just to spice it up more, yes, it's that same Hollywood who later styled Shannon Sharpe. That connection had everybody squinting sideways. Now, to be fair, that alone doesn't prove anything about Shannon's preferences. But let's be real. The timing, the closeness, the patterns, it all got people talking real loud. And when Shannon suddenly cut Hollywood loose in August 2023, fans connected the dots real fast. That split came right as online talk about Shannon's personal life was heating up again. Suspicious much? Shannon tried to sweep it up quick, claiming Hollywood wasn't even his official stylist, just someone who stepped in temporarily. But the way he said it sounded more like damage control than facts. Folks online caught on fast, and it sounded like he was trying to backpedal hard. And even with all the denial, the rumors didn't stop. They just got louder. Celebs started chiming in too. One of them, Mike Epps, during one of his stand-up sets, Mike went off. He said Shannon invited him to Club Shay Shay, but Mike passed. And the reason? He joked, I ain't trying to have Shannon staring at my private park. The crowd lost it, but the message underneath had people talking everywhere. Meanwhile, the internet was dissecting every move Shannon made. Nothing escaped the spotlight. Fans started clowning him over the smallest stuff, like that viral clip of him stepping out of a car in a skin-tight tracksuit while rocking an orange purse. That moment turned into a meme instantly. The streets were watching, and they still are. Shannon Sharpe said he was deeply embarrassed and disappointed in himself for that slip-up, but fans weren't buying it. From the way he was talking, his vibe told a whole different story. People peeped his body language and said he looked way too relaxed, like he didn't care at all. Chill face, no sweat. Something about it just didn't sit right. Still, Shannon kept trying to set the record straight. He swore up and down that going live on IG was a total accident, not some sneaky clout move to kill the rumors once and for all. He said it wasn't a setup, just a mistake. But social media? Nah, they weren't convinced one bit. Everybody started asking the same thing. How do you accidentally go live on Instagram? That's not a one-tap situation. You gotta hit a couple buttons, confirm it, and then you're live. So fans were calling foul. And just when things were heating up, Shannon made it worse. He dropped another curveball. He claimed he wasn't the one who ended the stream. He said his assistant Jordan was the one who shut it down. But hold up, that only raised more questions. People were like, wait a second, if Jordan had access to end the live, wouldn't he have had access to start it too? That's when the internet went into detective mode. Folks started asking out loud, did Shannon plan the whole thing? Was it a slick stunt to finally kill off those old rumors about him being on the down low? Then boom, here comes Dr. Umar jumping into the mix with his own theory. And it hit hard. Dr. Umar said the whole thing felt too perfect, like it was scripted to flip the narrative in Shannon's favor. His take, Shannon might have figured that if people saw, or at least heard, him getting busy with a woman on live, it had shut the gossip down for good. But instead of clearing anything up, it just made everything wilder. People were more confused than ever. And just when the drama couldn't get messier, Shannon's name got tossed into another firestorm, this time involving his old co-host, Skip Bayless. Word is, Skip had been throwing low-key shade for months, even before Shannon left undisputed. Insiders spilled that Skip didn't like how much attention Shannon was getting, especially once his solo moves started booming. And after that viral Cat Williams interview, Skip was allegedly heated. Sources close to the situation say Skip was making sly comments behind the scenes, questioning Shannon's image, his rising fame, and how he was becoming more of a celeb than a straight-up sports analyst. That jealousy started bubbling, and fans noticed. Out of nowhere, people started digging up old clips from the show. And guess what they found? Moments where Skip took slick jabs at Shannon's masculinity. Real subtle stuff too, like cracking jokes about Shannon's tight outfits, the way he groomed himself, or calling him too sensitive when certain topics came up. Now, with all the rumors already swirling, fans started looking at those moments with a brand new lens. It wasn't just harmless teasing anymore. It looked like something deeper. Right now, the whole internet is split in two. Some folks still got Shannon's back, saying Gabriella's just chasing clout and trying to ride the fame wave. But others, they're convinced this is just the beginning of something way deeper and way messier. Until someone finally speaks up or drops another bomb, the rumors are gonna keep flying like wildfire. Whatever the real story is, it's buried deep, and it sure feels like somebody out there is working overtime to keep it hidden. And just when things were starting to cool off, boom, another storm hit. Shannon got slapped with a fresh lawsuit from an OnlyFans model, and her claims, let's just say the streets were not ready for that one. She's saying he asked her to mess with his back door. And now the internet is side-eyeing everything all over again. People are seriously asking now, is Shannon doing too much to prove he's into women? Between the sketchy fallout with his stylist, that super weird IG live situation, and now these new cringeworthy accusations, it's looking real messy. Every time a scandal fades, another one pops right up, and somehow Shannon always ends up with more questions than answers. So now fans are wondering out loud, is this all just coincidence? Or is Shannon trying to cover up something he doesn't want the world to know? Maybe something he doesn't even want to admit to himself? What's really going on behind all this smoke? But hey, now it's your turn to speak up. Do you think this is just a run of bad luck and bad timing? Or is there something bigger hiding in plain sight? Drop your take in the comments. Don't hold back. We want to hear everything. And make sure you like, subscribe, and turn those notifications on for RippleFame, because what's coming next might just blow this whole story wide open. You won't want to miss it.